For how long?
About 2 years now.
Tell me about it.
It's been rough, we go through a lot of struggles. We're like family out here, but we go through like, crimes. There's problems out here, like people get hurt and jumped and tents sliced and stuff, but much of it is pretty nice and calm.
You have some community.
Yes, we have like family out here.
Now, who's slicing the tents?
And we have outcomers that come in here and do that stuff and burn things.
So people like kids or whatever?
Kids, mostly, and adults. It just depends on what rampage they're on.
And they come in here and jump on people too?
Well, yeah, I've been jumped twice.
Out here?
Yeah.
Just for being homeless?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I've had people come up there and ask me for sex and stuff like that. And we had people that destroyed my hut and everything, so it's pretty bad out here when it gets to a point, but right now it's been pretty good.
So now why here?
Huh?
No, so why don't you go into a shelter or someplace?
The shelters I do not, I'm not comfortable with it, and I also got my dog. And some shelters are not safe, so.
Right. And this is safer.
Yeah, well, to me it is. With family around here, I feel so much safer with my family.
Right. So your family's out here?
Yeah, that's why I call it my family. We watch out for each other's back.
Right. How did you end up here?
Well, I used to live in Dallas, in Texas, and I hitchhiked all the way to Dallas to here, and I got stuck here. I couldn't leave, so
right.
That's how I got here.
So you hitchhiked here and couldn't?
Yeah, I left here once before to go back to Texas, but it didn't work out, so I came back again. And I like it here, so.
Yeah?
Yep.
Awesome. Now, you told me you've been on a housing list for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be horrible, too, just waiting and waiting.
Oh, yeah, waiting, but you gotta have patience. That's all you gotta do, and it will come true.
Well, you have a positive attitude.
Yeah.
Now, they're making everybody move.
Mm-hmm.
This where you're living now is not going to be around in a couple of weeks.
I know.
What are you going to do?
Well, I don't know yet. We don't know. It's up in the air because we don't know anything, because we don't have nowhere else to go. That's why hopefully they can help us to get out of here and get. I want to get into my housing and get there and get a job and start working again. That's what I want to do.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Get a place to live, get a job, and have a family.
Thank you very much for talking.
Oh, you're welcome.
I break down, alcoholic. I used to do drugs, and it just took a hold of me, and my family didn't want me around because I was drunk, getting drunk, want to fight my mom's husband, and fight my brothers and everything, so they kicked me out. I had nowhere else to go. My cousins and them don't want me around, so I've been staying out here on the street for a lot of years. Used to sleep in parks, used to sleep in car lots and stuff, and basically I just went downhill. I used to have a job, then I had a daughter. I went to jail in '96, got out of the joint, went to Florida, had a nice job and everything. Then I had to come back because my grandfather was sick, bad ill. Then my grandfather passed away in '98. I took turns for the worst. And then I went back, got hooked up with this girl, had a little girl. She's 12 years old now, she's a brat. Basically, I've just been out here off and on for the past 12, 13 years. And that's the only thing I can say, and I really hate it. But every time I try to do something right, everybody keeps bringing me down.
So you stay sober for a while, and then?
Yeah, I quit drinking for a whole year, then a bunch of stuff happened, I went back drinking, I still drink.
What's a day like? What's a day like on the streets?
A day like on the streets is like any other day, but you're not in the house. You gotta go out here and survive for yourself.
How do you survive?
I panhandle, or sometimes I fly a sign, or sometimes I go to the blood bank.
Yeah, get blood.
Yeah.
So, what's your future like?
I can't answer that right now because I don't know. I mean, I want a future with my daughter. I want to spend time with my baby. That's about it. To see her graduate and grow up. Take care of daddy for once.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
I had a job. I had a nice place where I could come put my daughter, take my daughter, and all this go away.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Well, 2010 I got divorced and came back to Ohio, and she got everything in a divorce, so I was like left with pretty much nothing. Got a job in a restaurant again, which I was an executive chef with Cheesecake Factory for a number of years, and then came back here and got a job. Got disabled where I couldn't work, and the lady I was with became a drug addict and spent a lot of money, and I became homeless after that, and I've been out now for a year and a half on the street and fighting with can't say fighting, but trying to work with the VA and Southeast to get housing, and that's kind of like not worked out too well. So now I'm trying to work with other aspects to get off the streets, because I can't do it.
So you're a veteran, obviously.
I am.
And right now there's a lot of support for veterans.
To a certain extent.
Can you explain that?
I was told I wasn't homeless enough.
What's not homeless enough?
That's what
and I don't
asked.
mean to laugh. You're here in a tent.
And I laughed too first, and then I got pissed because I'm like, what do I got to do, sleep on your patio? And she goes, no sir, you can't do that. I'm like, well, what do I have to do? Well, you have to have 180 days on the street. And I'm like, you're kidding me. So I had to be on the street for 180 days to become homeless enough.
For the VA to help you?
Correct.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So what's it like living in a tent out here in Columbus?
For the first week it was great because I love camping, but to do it for a living, it takes its toll on your body. It takes its toll. It's tough.
How do you survive?
Day by day, minute by minute, just like an alcoholic, minute by minute.
And what's your future like?
Flip a coin. I don't know. I'm trying to get Social Security. I've been denied 3 times. I've got it applied again. We'll see what happens. If I can get all that I've paid into it, I would be able to get somewhere, a place to live, and be able to live comfortably. But on the other hand, that's another fight in itself.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Her and I a place to live. Money. And food.
Thank you very much.